Ladies and gentlemen, Mother Nature has spoken. Summertime vibes are right around the corner. New York has hit marks of like 80 degrees in the morning and 40 in the afternoon, but I still need to prepare you guys. I need to give you the proper tools, the equipment to stand out this warm weather season. Summertime, summertime, summertime. So I've compiled a list of 10 beastie fragrances with great performance, beautiful, unique, yet summer specific or warm specific fragrances for you to, well, you know, get what you're looking for. Let's roll my motherfucking music so I can put you on to 10 summertime beastie fragrances that will have you smelling unique, sexy, and hopefully get you some butt.
You sexy motherfucker. Cubaknow. We're all alone. Yeah, let's friends on the south side in case you cared. Out of all your friends, I want to be Cuba.
Blessed morning, my beautiful peoples. You know who it is. It's your boy, C to the U to the B to the A. You know I'm not going to give you crazy breakdown of each and every individual fragrance, but I will put links in the description where you can go back and revisit my reviews of these particular fragrances. Take that with a grain of salt. So these fragrances are in no particular order, and I'm just glazing at them. I'm just, you know, just taking a look and being like, yo, Coops, this is a solid list. All of these joints perform crazy nice. All of them are very summertime focused, yet have some versatility, but they scream more hot weather. They scream more, I want to be in my mankini showing off my big moobs and pancake nipples. I want to be in the beach twerking with my hairy ass. Have you guys ever just started walking and your ass hairs just tangle up and then you don't know what to, never mind. So let's jump right into this list, shall we? I don't know, should I start from this side? Let me start from this side because this is an extremely underrated summer scent profile. I love this joint. This is this is the only bottle, but I've gone through, I want to say like 8 to 10 mLs of this particular fragrance. You have seen this bottle before in my stash. It barely has a dent in it because I have an abundance of, the amount of samples that I have is next level. This is an incredible scent profile though. I don't know why people just don't show it love. Honestly, it bothers me. This is an extremely popular brand and 𝗙𝐻𝗃 gets zero love. Zero. Nobody cares about 𝗙𝐻𝗃. Some people are like, it's just musky citrus. You haven't rocked with this shit. This joint is gorgeous. It's amazing. It's an incredible scent profile for the summer. The musky citrus vibes of this fragrance really do incredible wonders. Like, to be honest with you, as far as performance is concerned, in that Creed lineup, my experience, this is up there with some of the better performers. Now, I don't know how the reformulations or the new versions are of this joint, but to be honest with you, 𝗙𝐻𝗃 is one of these fragrances that are a summertime staple, should only be worn in the summer. I only give 𝗙𝗃 any kind of love in the summer. I think I still have like a 10 ml left, probably. So I'm gonna probably start using the bottle at some point soon. Next one, another fragrance that has summertime written all over it, although it also has a versatile work type fragrance scent profile. But for me, 𝗙𝐿𝐒 just screams summertime vibes. Parfums de Marly 𝗙𝐿𝐒, this is just what it's supposed to be. It's pretty much like the redheaded step adjacent to Platinum Egoist with a twist. Punchy lavender, mint, citrus, fougerish type vibe, soapy, foamy, sexy, good performer in the summertime, great scent profile, and again, very specific to me personally. Like, I think it has versatility. I really do feel that. But for me, it just screams summer, hot weather, and it performs extremely well off of my skin. Another scent profile that doesn't get any kind of love in the fragrance community when it comes to Parfums de Marly lineup because they have such heavy hitters, but this one for the summertime has some sack. Next one. Now, this one is a newer acquisition, a new release that I've seen a lot of thumbnails on all over my Instagram feed. So, and that's Kilian's Blue Moon Ginger Dash. Jengibre. This only screams summertime vibes. It has a little bit of a designer feel to this scent profile. It has mintiness, it has aquaticness. It does have a little bit of that designer-esque feel, which might turn some people off, especially because it commands a high price tag, but it does perform incredibly nice. So if you're gonna think of a designer fragrance with that citric aquaticness and that nice spicy gingery aspect, you wanna think of that shit at like a good level of ingredients and quality. I think it's a very fun, super playful, going out, chill, slightly fuckboy vibe, but really is catered to the summertime and has balls. Next one. Now this next one is just 𝗪𝐿 Perfect Oud. It is the perfect oud. The only oud that you can get some fresh time vibes out of. Alberto Morillas smacked this shit out of the park, and this is the true definition of like khaki shorts or pleated khakis, boat shoes, and a light polo shirt, Pima cotton preferably. This is what we're looking for. This is that preppy Hamptons type vibe, sophisticated, mature, amazing performance, but all the brightness that you're looking for a warm weather fragrance with the body of oud. Sick. Next one. This one is London Spice, London Spice. What a mass appeal monster. Also has some DNAs of a designer-esque fragrance with, again, the highest of ingredient qualities, amazing scent profile, beautiful, super sexy, spicy, peppery, minty, bright. Bro, Fragrance Dubois smacked this shit out of the park. I love what this does over my skin. One of the few fragrances my wife gave compliments on, so why not try this shit out if you have the flus for it? Next one. You wanna get a little bit boozy when it comes to the summertime? You have that Imaginary Authors Mint Julep Beast Saint Julep. Now, according to the notes, it's sweet mint, tangerine, southern magnolia, bourbon, grisalva, sugar cube, and crushed ice. It truly smells like a fancy cocktail, summertime vibes in a bottle. Imaginary Authors, when they do something, they usually do it right. There's been a couple of fragrances from that lineup that they've done right for other people that I've hated. This one is definitely one that I will be enjoying this summer. I haven't gotten a ton of wear out of this fragrance because it's very singular. New York has 4 seasons, and those 4 seasons include winter, 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 and some hot, scorching summer where you burn the bottom of your feet even in sneakers walking on New York City concrete. Next one. Now I'm gonna put 2 fragrances in one because they're both in the same house. Now this house does fragrances right, the Italian perfumery skills with the 2 butthole scratchers. We're talking about Renaissance and Neo by Xerjoff. Renaissance screams more on that citric, minty, petty grain, slight neroli aspect, but amazing performance, very bright, very invigorating. While Neo is just a punch in the face of citrus and musk dryness. Neo has gotten me multiple compliments, even on the clones that I've worn of this shit, because that scent profile is drastically beast. It's incredible. It has better performance than Renaissance as far as projection and beast mode, but this one is just a little bit fresher, and that minty component just adds a little bit of vibrancy and life to the scent profiles, but you really can't go wrong with either Neo or Renaissance in your Xerjoff lineup. Next 2, you need the mass appeal, you need the panty dropper, you need that, ooh, I get them wet, so just go for 𝐶EDRABOISÉ Intense. Now the Intense isn't that much more intense, to be honest with you. There's times that I get more intensity out of the original one. This one has a slightly different twist or different approach to that original. It still has all that mass appeal in the bubble of the Aventus as people compare it. I always said that 𝐶EDRABOISÉ for me was better than the Aventus scent profile. It was just a little bit creamier. Now this one, I wish it still had the little twist off cap. I really like those. This one is beautiful, creamy. It's a pineapple-esque creamsicle. That's what you get from these scent profiles. Now, I picked the intense version because it's a newer release and it's the slightest more intense. I feel better than the newer formulations of the 𝐶EDRABOISÉ, but also you can't really go wrong with either of them. The intense is just a newer release, so some people just like to go for the newer release aspect of it because the intensity isn't that much more intense. But if you can get a newer release with almost equal performance, just a little bit of a twist or more on the creaminess, then 𝐶EDRABOISÉ would be the option. And finally, shout out to EQ from 𝐾 Fragrances for putting me on to this. I don't know how long ago. I only reach for it once a year and for a couple of months because La Isla Blanca, Ibiza by Ramon Monegal, it's only summer. It's very specific, and it's hard to have these fragrances that are only summer related that you spend so much money, because this table is just a lot of bread for fragrance that you're gonna use, at least for me, in a very, 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 very limited time frame. However, some people live in hot climates throughout, or you just live in better weather than I do. So you might get way more burn than I particularly would in these scent profiles, but this joint is an incredible beachy style cocktail that just blows shit out of the water. Completely boozy, citric, musky, bright, powerhouse. If you're not in the middle of the Caribbean with some baddie that's 4 shades darker than you, I don't want to talk to you, okay? You need some deliciousness next to you that's just glimmering in the sunlight, just complimenting your every need. I'm horny. Listen, these are 10 fragrances that are absolutely perfect performers for the summertime. They are all expensive. So this, you know you're getting into the niche space, you know you're gonna spend some bread. The cheaper options will be like the Saint Julep, the 𝐶EDRABOISÉ, maybe the Perfect Oud on the gray market, and the Arofa on the gray market as well. Some of the other fragrances are just gonna be pricey. That's the name of the game. So I hope you live in the hot weather. I hope you enjoy your summer. I hope you know that hot weather is upon us, and I hope you know that if you live in New York or in the East Coast, that it's probably gonna snow in August. I love y'all mother suckers from the heart, and I'll see y'all bitches next time. Let me know what your 10 hot weather fragrances are. Leave it in the comments below, and maybe I'll revisit them. I'll see y'all bitches next time. You know what is biggest in the game. Mooches.
What's fresh? Who's best? One of them who's gonna pass the test.
For the fly gun holder, money folder, motor roller, start tack when it's time to call back. For the rough, rugged, and raw way, this nigga Jay, it's a game, but he don't play. Hey, for all the chicks that got dead in the penthouse suite on top of my mom's crib. It's nonsense you never get in. It's nonsense that you would think that you would